everyone, this is Jenny at Rescue Yoga. I am here today for the YOGAdaptive session that we're going to be having here on our live Facebook group. I will give you a few moments to get set up with all of the things that you're going to need for our session today. We are going to be using a chair, and we will also have a strap. You could use a hey Rosemary. You could also use a tie, a dog leash, a belt, anything that could simulate a strap. And then we're also going to be using a pillow or something kind of squishy. You could use a stuffed animal. I have a ball that I'm going to be using, but you can use whatever will make sense for your body to do. So go ahead and grab your tools that you're going to need for today. And we will get started here in just a moment. So I wanted to chat with you a little bit about YOGAdaptive and what it is. And it's really it's yoga for those with some type of mobility impairment. Now, certainly, if you have one leg or one arm that has a greater range of motion than the other, then you probably have some mobility impairment. And that may be a habit that you have been doing something over and over and over, or it could be because of an injury, or maybe you had some kind of surgical procedure or something. So this type of yoga is very gentle and beneficial for people with mobility concerns. Typically, in the YOGAdaptive classes, we work with some of the older folks, people who have scoliosis, people with balance challenges like MS and Parkinson's. So whatever the condition that you or someone you know may have something and they're suffering in some way. Maybe their balance is challenged, maybe they just don't feel real stable, maybe they have a limited range of motion and they're not really quite sure why. This type of yoga that we're doing can really help people gain a little bit more range of motion, maybe gain confidence, so that as we're walking down the road, we're not looking at the floor or the ground because we fear of falling. We can have the confidence and then we can walk upright and be more stable on our feet. So we're going to need a chair today. We're also going to need a strap and a ball or a stuffed animal or a pillow or something, about like this big, to simulate a ball that we're going to be using today as well. So welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Let's get started, shall we? All right. So having a seat on your chair, and we want to make sure that our chair is on a surface where it's not going to slide around. If you are on a chair that has wheels on it, we want to caution you with that. You might want to slide it up to the wall or slide it into a corner where it's not going to come out from underneath you. Alrighty. So sitting up nice and tall, and we're going to start with our feet first. So here, just lifting the heels and then lifting the toes. Welcome if you're just now joining us. We will be in our chairs today using a strap and a ball or something that could simulate a ball. And then right here, we'll leave those feet flat on the floor and we'll start to step them in and out. So this is kind of warming up the legs a little bit. I hope you all are having a fantastic day so far. Here in Carrollton, Texas, it is beautiful and sunny outside. So hopefully you can get out and enjoy some of the sunlight and get some vitamin D. All right, so here we're gonna leave those feet wide and we're gonna lean forward on those, bring your elbows onto your thighs, and here lift your heels and then lower. and lift your heels and lower. And we'll do it again. Lift the heels and lower, and lift the heels and lower. 2 more. Lift and lift. Good. And then go ahead and come back to the center. So this time you can sit on the edge of your chair. This will be a little more challenging, or you can sit back in your chair. It might be a little bit easier. So take what you need out of this practice today. So we're just going to lift one leg and lift the other. Lift and lift. So warming up the core just a little bit. We'll do a couple more just like that. And this time, pick your left foot up off of the floor, and we're going to take the knee and bring it out and in. Out and in. So right there, you feel that inner thigh working. Hopefully you're sitting up nice and tall in your chair. Good. Do y'all feel that inner thigh working? Mine's burning right there. All right, so set that foot down, and then we'll pick that other leg up, okay? So we'll bring it in and out. Still sitting up nice and tall. So we're engaging through the core, and we're engaging through that inner thigh, which is connected to our core. Good. One more, and then set that leg down. Good. So go ahead right here. Maybe rub out those quadricep muscles a little bit. Perfect. All right. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Right here, we're going to take one leg out in front and then bend. And then one leg out in front and bend. So we're going side to side, just switching from one leg to the other. So here you might even feel on the front side of your hips, right up here where the leg connects to the body, you might feel those muscles working right here. Good. All right, and one more. Nice. Now this time, take that leg out in front and then roll your ankle around in circles. So you feel that quadricep muscle working right here. And then reverse that direction. Still sitting up nice and tall. We don't want to slump asana. Good, and then go ahead and lower that leg. And right here, if you need to, you can rub out that quadricep. Good, and we'll come to that other side. Sitting up nice and tall, extending that leg out in front, and then rolling the ankle around in a circle. And then we'll reverse that direction, going the other way. And then relaxing that foot back down. And if you need to rub out the front of that leg, go right ahead. All right. So bringing those feet flat on the floor again. And if you're a taller sort of person, you can sit back a little bit more in your chair. But I'm pretty short, and when I sit all the way back, my feet don't go flat on the floor, so I need to sit up a little closer to the front edge of the chair. Right, Rosemary? Right, I know. So bringing your arms down to your sides. As you inhale, reach those arms up to the ceiling and push down through your feet. And then exhale, release the arms down to the sides. We'll do it again. Inhale, reach the arms up, press down through the feet. And exhale, release back down. 2 more. Inhale, sweep the arms up, press down through the feet. And exhale, back down. And one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up, press down through the feet. And exhale, release down. Awesome. Alrighty, so grab your stuffed animal, your ball, your pillow, whatever it was that you were going to grab. I have this little ball right here. We're going to bring it right between the knees. And here we're going to squeeze the inner thighs as you press down through your feet. Did you feel what just happened through your spine? Yeah. And then relax your legs and then relax your spine. Did you feel that? Of course we did. So squeeze those knees together, lengthen up through the spine, but press down through your feet. You felt the whole body get very attentive. Now keep it attentive, keep pressing through your feet and relax your knees, and then squeeze them in. Relax the knees and squeeze them in. Good. Keep going, relax and squeeze and relax and squeeze. 2 more. Relax and squeeze. And last one. And squeeze. So we're going to stay right here, squeezing your prop between your knees, pressing your feet down into the floor. Do you feel your glutes active? Yeah. So we're kind of lifted up. The spine is nice and tall. Good. All right. So keeping all of that going. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms are forward. As you exhale, bring the elbows down to the sides. Inhale, reach the arms up, still pressing through the feet, squeezing in the knees. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Keep going. Inhaling up and exhale down. We're going to need an early Shavasana today, I think. Inhale, reaching up and exhale, pulling down. Now this time, inhale, take those arms, go all the way up. As you exhale, release your arms down to your sides. Release the ball squeeze and release the feet pressing into the floor. Whoo! Did that get your body temperature and your heart rate up? Me too. And I just ate, like, how many times have you guys told me, don't eat before class, but I needed to eat today. Alrighty. So we're going to hang on to the ball here, and we're going to do some twisting. So when we have the ball here, it's good for the core. Squeezing the ball with your knees, it activates through the center of the body, and it gives the core something to focus on, okay? So sitting up nice and tall, on the inhale, we're squeezing the ball, reach the arms up. As you exhale, we'll twist to the right, let the arms fall to shoulder height. Inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale, twist to the left. Arms fall to shoulder height. Inhale, come back to the center. Still squeezing the ball. Exhale, twist to the right. And inhale, come back up. And exhale, twist to the left. And inhale, come back up. One more time each way. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to the center. And exhale, twist. And inhale to the center. And then exhale, relax those arms down to your sides. Good. I have to shed a layer right here, friends. It is getting a little warm in here. Alrighty. So here, we're going to take the ball and set it down. You can put it down next to your chair, set it off to the side. We may or may not come back to it. I don't know. But we're going to move on. So we're going to work up our body just a little bit. All right. So sitting up nice and tall. And on the inhale, let's take our left arm and reach it up overhead. So your bottom hand can rest somewhere on the chair. And then come back up to the center. Let's do the other side. Reach that right arm up and over. And come back to the center. And then the left arm, inhale up and over. Feel that side body stretch open. And exhale back down. And other way, inhale up and over. And exhale back down. Good. So this time, Inhale, reach both arms up overhead, and can you grab a hold of your opposite hand? As you exhale, can you lean over to one side? It doesn't have to be a lot. And then inhale, center, and then exhale to the other side. And inhale, center. Now this time, bring your hands down and around and grab the back of your chair. So you might actually have to move forward in your chair just a little bit to grab the back of it. I'm also going to separate my feet as wide as my chair and move the feet out a little ways in front of me so I don't fall forward out of my chair. All right. Here on the inhale, lift up through the chair or through the chest and exhale, release. We'll do that again. Inhale, lift forward through the chest and exhale, release. And one more time, inhaling up and exhale, release. Good. So this time we'll bring the hands onto the knees and we'll do a little seated cat-cow. As you inhale, lift up through the chest. You might even look up. And then on the exhale, we'll round through the spine. Let your shoulders roll forward. Inhale, lifting up through the chest. And exhale, rounding through the back. And one more. Inhale, lifting up through the chest. And exhale, round through the back. Good. And come all the way back up to seated. Awesome. Okay, my friends, we are actually going to do a little bit of standing. So we're getting into it pretty quick, but go ahead and come up to standing. And let's see how we're going to do this today. So I'm going to turn my chair sideways. All right, so standing right behind the chair. All right, feet are right up underneath our hips. And I'm pretty short, so I'm just over 5'1", just under 5'2", somewhere in that middle. If you are like me, kind of short, you should be able to do this. If you need to, softening the knees to help accommodate tight hamstrings or a tight low back, okay? On the inhale, we'll sweep those arms open and up. On the exhale, we'll bend the knees, hinge forward, bring the hands into the chair. As you inhale, straighten your legs and maybe look forward. And then exhale, bend the knees and look down. Inhale, arms open wide, come all the way up. And exhale, release the arms to the side. So it's our variation on a sun salute. Inhale, sweep those arms open up. On the exhale, we bend the knees, hinge forward, hands into the chair. As you take your next inhale, straighten your legs, maybe look forward. Exhale, soften the knees and the neck. Inhale, arms open wide, come all the way up. And exhale, relax the arms to the sides. One more time. Inhale, take the arms up. On the exhale, soften the knees, hinge at the hips. Inhale, straighten through the legs, look forward. And exhale, soften. Inhale, arms open wide, come all the way up. And exhale, relax the arms to the sides. Good. So we'll bring our left foot up close to the chair, and our right foot will step it backwards. All right. So our feet are staggered, and they're kind of on like a railroad track right here. All right. As you inhale, bend that front knee. And on the exhale, we'll straighten. We'll do it again. Inhale, bend that front knee. And exhale, straighten. Now we'll add the right arm. Inhale, the arm goes up as the knee bends. And exhale, release. Inhale. and exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhaling and exhale. And last one, inhale. This time, stay here, exhale. Now, if you want to, you can stay hanging onto the chair with one hand. Or maybe you take both arms and reach them up towards the ceiling. Good. Now we're going to turn the hands and face them forward. As you inhale, reach up through the arms, and on the exhale, pull the elbows down to the sides. Inhale, take those arms back up, and exhale, bring them back down. Inhale, arms back up. Arms up, and exhale, pull them back down. Now this time, inhale, take those arms up. As you exhale, bring them down to the chair. Go ahead and relax through your front foot and step that back foot forward. All right, so rock those hips out to the side. Did you know that you can pause this video if you need a break? You can actually pause this video, not the live one, but after it's been completed, you can pause it. And if you need to sit down and take a break or grab some water, you can do that and then come right back to it. All right, so let's do our other side. Bringing the right foot forward up underneath the chair, taking the left foot backwards, and our hips are pointed forward, and our feet are diagonally separated. All right. So as you inhale, bend that front knee, and exhale, straighten. Good. Inhale, bend that knee, and exhale, straighten. We're going to add the arm. Inhale, that left arm goes up as the right knee bends, and exhale, release, and do it again. Inhaling up, and exhale, release. Keep going. Inhaling, and exhale, and inhale. Now stay here, exhale. If you want, you can leave that hand on the chair and just do this with one arm, or you can take both arms up into the air, turn the palms to face forward. On your exhale, pull those elbows down to your sides, and inhale, reach them back up. Exhale, pull the elbows down to the sides, and inhale, reaching up. One more time. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Inhale, reach those arms up. On your exhale, relax your hands down to your chair. Go ahead and straighten through the front legs. Step your back foot forward. And then if you need to, rock your hips side to side. Good. Do you need a little hip circle? Yeah, we like that one, huh? And maybe you go the opposite direction. All right, so let's get into some more side stuff. So I'm going to turn sideways on the mat and take the toes and turn them open wide to the sides, okay? We want to make sure that when we start to bend our knees, that the knees and the toes are pointing out in the same direction. So the knees aren't going in and the toes pointed out or vice versa. We want them all to be going in the same way, okay? All right, so you can hang on to your chair, or you can have your hands on your hips, whichever you prefer. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. As you exhale, we'll bend the knees and squat down. Inhale, slowly going up. Squeeze your tush right here. And exhale, squatting down. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, squatting down. One more. Inhaling up. And exhale, squatting down. We're going to stay right here. So if you need to, feel free to grab that chair. It's totally cool. Alrighty, so we're gonna lift the left heel up off the floor and then sink your hips just a little lower. Good. Nice. Take 2 more breaths right here, working that isometric contraction. And then lower that heel and lift the legs all the way back up. Good. Take a break right there. Maybe rock your hips side to side. And then we'll come back to the middle and we'll slowly lower those hips back down. Nice. And then we'll raise that right heel. Maybe sink those hips a little lower. I know this is excellent workout for the thighs right here. Think about your pelvic floor lifting up. And we're still breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Unless you're Goldie, then you need to drink water. Take 2 more breaths right here. And then we'll lower that heel and press all the way back up to standing. Good. If you need to rock your hips a little bit, go ahead and shake them off. Shake them side to side a little. Good. And then heel toe those feet in towards one another. All right. So rocking those hips again side to side. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of chair right here. So you can still hang on to your chair here. We're going to bring the feet right up underneath the hips. Okay. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, soften the knees, sink your hips back and down. You might even be facing your chair if you need that. So the hips are going back and down. Your toes are free to wiggle on your mat right here. But think about your low back being nice and long. So rather than the tailbone and the low back being arched, it's nice and long right here. Good. On your next inhale, press all the way up to standing. And we'll do that again. Exhale. Sink down into that chair. Your chair can be up high. Your chair can be down low. It can be wherever your body prefers that it be at. Good. Now shift your weight into your left foot and lift your right heel. We're just staying right there. Did you feel the left thigh? It engaged and squeezed around that bone. Yes, that's going to help us be more stable in our lower body. Now lower that right heel, shift your weight over into that right foot and lift your left heel. Now feel that right thigh muscle squeeze around the bone. Yes, maybe you sink your hips back and down a little bit more. Maybe you lift up because your knee is hurting. Do whatever it is that you need. Good. Now lower that left heel, shift your weight into the center, and then press all the way up to standing. Good. Go ahead and shake those legs out. If you need to pound out those quadricep muscles, go right ahead. All right, so turning and facing that chair again. And we're going to soften the knees and hinge forward, bringing the hands into the chair. Nice long spine. The knees are a little bit soft. And here, if your hands don't like being in this position, you can always come onto your knuckles if you prefer. If you're really, really a long person and you can get your elbows down into the chair, that's great. I'm not able to do that. But, so whatever it is that you need. All right. Right here, we're going to shift our weight into the left foot. and reach that right leg back behind us. And then we're going to bring the knee up in, and can you touch the chair with it? Good. And then stretch that leg back out. And then bring that knee in. Can you touch the chair again? Nice. And then one more time, stretch that leg out. And then bring the knee into the chair. Perfect. And then set it back down. We're going to shift the weight into the right foot. And then reach that left leg back behind us. And then we'll bring the knee up into the chest. And try to touch the chair with your knee. And then straighten that leg back out. Again, knee into the chair. And inhale, straighten that leg back out. And one more, knee into the chair. And straighten that leg back out. And then go ahead and let that foot come back down to the floor. And we'll soften the knees and lift your hands up onto the back of the chair and come all the way up to standing. So you felt that on the back side of those legs, the back of the hips. Maybe rock the hips. Good. All right, so this time we're going to turn the chair around and it's going to face us. So last thing here, standing, turning that chair around. So now it's facing us. And we're going to turn sideways. All right. So sideways right here, we'll take the foot closest to the chair and turn it towards the chair. The foot away from the chair, turn the heel out. Okay? We'll take our hips and shift them over. Go a little further, just till you get that pop. And then we'll bring that hand down into the chair. Good. So I like my hand right up underneath my shoulder, just so it feels more stable. So if you need to bring that chair up closer to you to do that, go right ahead. Now I'm going to bring my top shoulder backwards just a little bit. Nice. On the inhale, the top arm is going to stretch out past my ear. And on the exhale, we're going to bring it around behind the back. Inhale, stretch that top arm forward. And exhale, bring it around behind the back. Two more. Inhale, stretch that arm forward. Exhale, bringing it back. And last one. Inhale that arm forward. Exhale, bringing it back. Good. Now this time, bend that front knee a little bit. And we'll lift all the way back up. Good. And turning the feet parallel. Awesome. Take a breath. You might feel a little lopsided right here. Yeah. Good. So I'm going to move my chair over to the other end of my mat. If you just need to turn around, go ahead and do so. So we got to do that other side. All right. So the feet are wide. The foot closest to the chair is going to turn into the chair. The foot away from the chair, the heel is going to turn away. Nice. All right. So let the hips shift away from the chair. And then we'll bring that hand down into the seat of the chair. And if you need to, you can bring the chair closer to you so that that hand is straight up underneath the shoulder. Good. So this is our what? Our triangle pose. Yep. So we'll work with that top arm. On the inhale, reach the top arm forward. As we exhale, we'll bring it around and behind the back. Can you grab that other hip? Inhale, reach that top arm forward. And exhale, bring it around behind. Two more. Inhale, reach that top arm forward. Exhale, bring it around behind. And last one. Inhale, reach that arm forward. And exhale, bring it behind. Good. Now this time, bend through that front knee a little bit. And we'll press through that front foot, lifting ourselves all the way back up. Good. And turn those feet forward. All right. So heel toeing those feet together. All right. So I'm going to move my chair. I want you to turn and face your chair, but I'm going to bring my chair in the front. Okay? So we're facing our chair. We're going to bend the knees a little bit and bring the hands into the chair. Separate your feet a little wider than the chair. All right, we're going to leave the right hand in the chair. On the inhale, take the left arm, reach it open and up, and exhale, bring it back down. Now switch hands. Inhale, take the other arm, open and up, and exhale, bring it back down. And switch. Inhale, open and up, and exhale, down and switch. Inhale, open and up, and exhale, down. One more time each way. Inhale, rotate that heart open, exhale, down, and last one. Inhale, open up, and exhale, down. Good. Go ahead and bend your knees. Lean backwards into the heels and press yourself all the way up to standing. Good job, everybody. So we're going to change. We're going to have a seat. So you can sit on your chair. And we're going to use our strap. So your strap might be a dog leash, it might be a tie or a belt. My strap that I use at home, it's the belt from my bathrobe. So you can use whatever makes sense for you. And here we're going to work a little bit more with the arms and the shoulders. Okay. So we'll take, I'm going to double my strap over because it's quite long. And hands are resting, so the strap is laid across my thighs. I'm going to grab the strap with my hands. Good. And then pull the strap apart and reach it straight forward. Let the shoulders roll back and down. Keeping them down, as you inhale, we'll bring the arms up, shoulders back and down, and exhale, bringing that strap back in front. Inhale, taking it up. So we're actively pulling the strap apart, and exhale, back down. One more like that. Inhaling up. I feel all the sore spots in my shoulders. And then back down. I also feel all of the injuries I've ever had in the shoulders. So this time we're going to take our hands and open them up quite a bit wider. And bring those arms up overhead. All right. So here we'll let the strap lean over to the left, and it's going to pull that right arm over to the side, and then back to the center. And then the strap will lean to the right, pulling the left arm over and back to the center. Let's do one more time each way. Over to one side and back to the center. And then over to the other side and back to the center. Nice. Now here, let's take the strap behind us. Bring it down to maybe even with your shoulders. I don't know if you can look in a mirror and maybe you just feel it. And then bring it back up. And we'll do that again. Taking it down and bringing it back up. And last one, taking it down and bringing it back up. Good. And then we'll release that strap into our lap. And we're going to bring the strap around behind our back. So the hands are going to come really close to one another on the strap. So they might be like 4 inches apart, 4, 6. If your thumbs touch, that's great, but it's not a requirement. So reach those arms down. And when you straighten those arms and reach them down on the back side of that chair, did you feel your shoulder blades come close together behind you? Yeah. Good. Now on your inhale, lift those arms up away from the floor. And as you exhale, lower them back down. Again, inhale, lift those arms up. And exhale, lower. And last one, inhale, lifting them up. And exhale, lower. Go ahead and release. You can let that strap go. And we'll stretch out those hands a little bit. While you're working your hands right here, also roll your shoulders. Good. And then go ahead and relax through those shoulders. We're going to interlace the fingers, press the palms forward. Now let the upper back round just a little bit. It's not a lot. It's just a teeny bit. Good. And then release it up back and tall and relax those arms to the sides. All right, my friend. So I haven't done this, and because I'm never sure who's showing up to watch these videos, but today we're going to end on the floor. I just heard somebody go, yay! So move to a place where you can be on the floor. And we're going to lie down on our back. So on your back, go ahead and bend your knees right here. So the feet are flat on the floor. Take your time getting there. We're not going to be getting back up until after class. If you're sitting in a chair still and you want to stay in a chair, that's okay. You could stay in the chair and, just eat popcorn and look at us crazy. Or you could actually engage your muscles just like we're doing. So we're going to practice our bridge pose here a few times. On your inhale, we'll press the feet into the floor, lift the hips, and sweep the arms up overhead. On the exhale, we'll lower back down. Did that feel too easy for some of you? I think it was. So maybe if you can grab your ball or your stuffed animal or your pillow and bring that between your knees, I think it'll feel so much more interesting. All right, so whenever you're ready, we'll do that again. Inhale, lift the hips, sweep the arms up, squeeze your ball. And exhale, lower back down. Yeah, that felt perfect. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift the hips, sweep the arms up. And exhale, lower back down. And one more right here. Inhale, lift the hips up, sweep the arms up. And exhale, lower back down. Good. Here, just squeeze your ball. Squeeze it, squeeze it. And then maybe lift your feet up off the floor, still squeezing. And take your arms out to the sides. And as you exhale, let your knees lean over to the left. On your inhale, bring them back to the center. On your exhale, lean over to the right. And inhale back to the center. Are you still squeezing that ball? Exhale over to the right or left. And inhale, center. And exhale over to the right. And inhale, center. Good. Go ahead and take that ball out. Let your feet come down to the floor. And we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet together, knees open wide. Good. So right here, reach your arms straight up to the ceiling. Make a fist with your hands. And then roll those fists like you're stirring cake batter or cookie dough. And then reverse that direction. And release those arms. Let them come back down to the floor. And this time we'll bring the knees into one another. All right. So here, bring your right knee up into your chest. And then take that right leg and reach it straight up to the ceiling. And roll that foot around in a circle. And reverse that direction. And we'll release that foot back down to the earth. And then we'll bring the left knee up into the chest and a squeeze. And then we'll take that left leg straight up. And roll that ankle around in circles. And reverse that direction. And releasing that foot back down to the floor. Here, if you have knee things going on, keep your feet close together and just rocking your knees side to side. If you don't have anything going on in your knees, maybe you separate your feet wide as your mat and you rock your knees side to side. If you're sitting in a chair, instead of rocking your knees, grab your elbows, kind of like that I Dream of Jeannie thing, and twist your upper body side to side so that you can get the same twisting action that we're feeling right here. Good, and when you're ready, we're going to relax. Hug your knees up into the chest one more time. So knees come in together. And right here, we'll take a few deep breaths. Every exhale, feel your knees coming in a little tighter. And then go ahead and release those feet back down to the floor. And right here, if you need to stretch out any particular way, go right ahead and do so. And we're going to get set up for Shavasana. So in your Shavasana, you could be sitting in a chair. You could be lying on the floor. You could be lying on your couch or in a recliner. But finding yourself in whatever place is going to be comfortable for you. And then we'll start to deepen our breath. So we've done a lot of opening through the rib cage today and through the side body. And as you breathe in, I'd like for you to draw awareness to the chest and the breath, how it just comes into the chest and it just fans out. All of the ribs separate. Notice that breath nice and easy into the chest. And then direct the breath down lower into the lungs towards the lower ribs. So feeling the lower ribs start to expand open on your inhale. And then start to direct that breath down lower in towards the waistline. Feeling your belly expand outward in every direction. Not because we've eaten too much, but because we are breathing. Feel the flexibility in your breath. Feel the movement throughout the whole torso as you inhale and exhale. And then think about your breath as a wave washing through the inside of your body. That wave starts at your heart and moves down to the base of the spine as you inhale. And as you exhale, it moves back up to the heart. So it's almost like this slow, gentle sloshing of your breath. You can feel this wave of energy, heart space energy moving down to the root, and then root space energy moving up to the heart. And begin to deepen your breath. And start to reawaken the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Starting to roll the wrists and the ankles, and maybe even turning the head side to side. Stretching the arms up overhead wherever you are. And then bringing the arms down to your sides. So if you're laying on your back, go ahead and roll over to your side. And you might stay there for a moment, or you might like to press yourself up to a seated place. If you're sitting in a chair, just stay seated. So once you get yourself into a comfortable space, close your eyes right here. And as you inhale, lengthen the crown of the head up towards the ceiling as high as you can. As you exhale, notice how hard you're pushing into the floor with your hips. Good. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head up, drop your shoulders down, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Can you get a little taller? And then exhale, soften. With your next breath in, inhale, sweep the arms open and up. On your exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. Thank you for joining us for our YOGAdaptive session today. It has been my honor to share a piece of your day with you. Namaste. Thank you everybody for joining me today. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to go ahead and post any questions that you have in the threads. And I look forward to seeing you again next week, Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye.